What's up, everyone? How'd it? What's up, my brothers? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a good start to their week. Hope everyone had a good weekend. So, welcome to the live stream. I have a few videos that I think will be good to check out. So, let's get started. Let's get started. Mm, yeah, let's let's get started. So, let's get started with a TikTok video. All right, let's check this one out.
These are my dating icks as someone back on the apps after 6 years. Number one, if I open the app, the first thing I see is a gutted fish being held like a prize in my face. I'm not sure what the allure of fishing is on dating apps. It's supposed to show that they're manly, like it just doesn't. Number two, if you're a double or triple A baseball player, have an MLB team listed on your profile. MLB rosters are public, so we can tell you're lying. You're lying. Just lying in general. If you say you're 5'11", show up on our date and we're the same height. That bothers me. Do you think I would be so wooed by your presence? Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know why people feel the need to lie. Always having to assume that someone's shorter than they're listing. Not a big deal to me. Thinking about height, a big deal to me. If you were on the show The Bachelorette, biggest ick of all. Or generally any reality show. I want a man that is helping me wheel and deal behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? No, dating in your 30s is interesting. You just stop caring. No, let me know what your dating icks are though. These are my dating.
A woman that has a dating ick, they care. This is absolutely idiotic. The whole things with women's ick shit. Because you are making anything a big deal. A woman that has an ick and she makes it known is a woman finding ways to disqualify you, finding ways to, you know, think you're not good enough. For essentially saying that she's unattracted to you. Because here's the thing. The men that because her icks are very specific. It's not it's not really there's not many men, that really falls under these icks. And then you're so bothered by it, you have to say it. It's like, really? But this is the thing where, like I said, women that have these icks and stuff is that they're just finding reasonings to disqualify you, no matter how stupid the reasonings are. It's it's just an excuse to say that, you know what, I'm not that into you. I find things that are I guess big deals, so I am trying to disqualify you. If she was actually truly attracted to him, truly wanted him, a lot of women will understand men aren't perfect. Nobody is. So they will look past, oh my god, he's gone fishing. Whoop de doo. Not like, oh, I need to break up with this man. I need to divorce this man because he's gone fishing. Absolutely ridiculous. I guess let's break this down.
Dating icks as someone back on the apps after 6 years. Number
After 6 years, uh, it's either she's been in a relationship for 6 years, or she stopped dating for 6 years. Um, this is the thing where honestly, a lot of women think that there's so many options out there, which there are. But what I've come to notice is that, you know what, there's not a lot of options that women want. So if there was a man you were with him for 6 years, honestly, maybe you should have just tried to make it work. Now, on the flip side, if you were single for 6 years, you waste. It's like, why do women waste time? You're not getting. This is the thing. You're not getting prettier with age. Rarely do women do. And honestly, your personality does not get better with age as well. Now, looks with age, men can deal with that. Most men are attracted to most women. So it's not that big of a deal. Personality is more of a big deal. He can. This is a thing where he could have sex with you if you had even if you had a shitty personality. He can't be with you. He can't commit to you if you have a shitty personality. So women like this will fall into that category where she has a shitty personality. She's decent looking. So you know what? Women like this will continuously fall into the category where men will want to be with you. Men will want to have sex with you. Hell, men may even want to, short-term commit to you, but they won't be there for long.
Number 1, if I open the app, the first thing I see is a gutted fish being held like a prize in my face. I'm not sure what the allure of fishing is on dating apps. It's supposed to show that they're manly, like it just doesn't.
No, it's not showing that they're manly. It's showing that he has a hobby. It shows that he does more than just take pictures, okay, in bathrooms like women do. Take selfies constantly. All pictures of women are pictures in bathrooms or selfies. At least he's showing that he has a hobby. He has a passion. He has something that he likes to do. It's not like, oh, manly shit. Honestly, women like this is like, they need to take those jabs. Oh, this manly man. This red pill man. This, like, God, women are so intertwined with like their own crazy perception of the world. Manly man. Like, it's like, what? He just has a hobby. He has something he likes to do. And it's like, is that, again, with her other icks as well, seriously, that is not that common. It's like, why would you have an ick where, honestly, you won't really see often? It just doesn't make sense. Could be Ethiopia. Could be. She may want the Chad to, change. But here's the thing. I believe that women, if she views him as a Chad, she doesn't care what red flag he has.
2, if you're a double or triple A baseball player, have an MLB team listed on your profile. MLB rosters are public, so we can tell you're lying. You're lying.
Seriously? Again, another ick that doesn't even make sense. Really? That's like, what, one guy out of a million? So that's your ick. Your ick for one guy. One particular guy. It's like, I mean, like, how many men are lying that they're NBL players? It's shit like, that's just like, it's like, I have an ick for one girl. Oh my God. I don't know. I can't even think of one particular ick that's only for one woman. Like what? Now, if you have an ick for like, oh, I don't like it when women talk too much. Oh, that's a big chunk of women. So that ick maybe makes more sense because it kind of sees that, you know what, you are eliminating a good chunk of women. You saying it's an ick of a man saying that he's an MBL player? It's like, really? Men don't do that.
Just lying in general. If you say you're 5'11", show up on our date and we're the same height, that bothers me. Do you think I would?
Why would it bother you? It's like, this is a thing where I get it, maybe the lying part, but it's like, fine. Why did you say lying is your ick? But it's like she makes it the deal about height.
Be so wooed by your presence, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know why people.
Why wouldn't you focus more on his presence, who he is, instead of focusing more on his height? This is a thing where honestly women have created the monster that they have an ick for. They have essentially created this monster.
feel the need to lie. Always having to assume that someone's shorter than they're listing. Not a big deal to me. Thing about height. Not a big deal to me. Thing about height. A big deal to me.
That was weird. She cut it in a weird, like, thing about height is a big deal to you. She's like, lying about height is a big deal to you. It's like, just don't care. I mean, here's the thing. Fine. Women can have whatever standards icks they want. Fine. But don't complain that, oh, men are this, men are that. Because honestly, you did it to yourself. Don't complain that men go for younger women. Because seriously, you have icks, you have standards. Why do you care if men have their own? So don't come out here and say, oh, I have icks like these, I have standards like these. And then complain that men have standards and icks and shit like that. Works both ways.
We were on the show The Bachelorette. Biggest ick of all. Or generally any reality show. I want a man that is helping me.
Who? What? Oh my God. That is like what? 1% of the 1%? Men are not generally on reality shows. So her icks are just fucking weird. It's really weird. And it doesn't make sense because honestly, you are talking about particular, like this one guy, that one guy. You're not really talking about men in general. So really, it's like, these are men that you were probably attracted to, but you know what? You find out that, you know what, whatever. You find these red flags of these men. It's like, seriously. It shows you that, you know what? Maybe you are the problem. You wanted these men. You just find problems with these men. Yo, Whiskey, what's up, my bro? It's been a while. You know what? It's like, with a lot of women like this in the dating market, yeah, that's why a lot of men would just rather be alone. I've said this before. If women wanted the whole men's content to disappear, if women want men's content to disappear, guess what? If women like this get out of the dating market, stop dealing with men, stop dating men, stop going on dates, stop, just cut men off. Cut men off. Because then men don't have to deal with women like this. Men don't have to hear about women like this. Men don't. These women will be out of the dating market. Men's content would be gone. Yo, Sean, Apocalypse, what's up, my brothers?
Wheel and deal behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? No, dating in your 30s is interesting. You just stop caring. No, let me know what your dating icks are, though.
You stop caring so much that you need to make videos about particular men's icks. That makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. What do you guys think? What's up, my brothers? Ruthless! Baggage for days? Yes! Baggage for days. What's up, all my brothers? A lot of my brothers are here tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you guys for stopping by. All right. Let's do another TikTok video. I think this one is going to be an interesting one. I think you guys are going to like this one.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. So I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like, and if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown. Like, what? Duvalin, you know? These are the requirements.
I love DW. He's like, why is she this bold? The audacity. Now, I always like to preference this with a lot of these internet videos. They could be fake, they could be staged, but here's the thing. Nothing is original. So, if you guys have watched my content, we have Kendra G videos. This is the embodiment of almost every single woman on those Kendra G videos. So whether you think, oh, this is a skit, this is fake, it's like, if this woman was a blank face, women think like this. Women, this is the entitlement of modern day women. So I always like to take it with a grain of salt and understand that yes, it's crazy. This shit is crazy. This mindset is insane. But I'm sorry for some of the men or some of the women that don't think, oh, this can't be true. That women can't be this crazy. I'm sorry, they are. I'm sorry, men deal with this kind of crazy a lot. Hopefully not on a daily basis, but trust me, a lot of men deal with so many entitled women. So many men deal with women that have high expectations, low value. So, the balance isn't there. Let's break this insanity down.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids.
Single mom of 3 kids. This is the thing where women have to understand. Doesn't matter what you make, right? You could be a millionaire. You could be a gold medalist. You could be a CEO of a company. Shit like that don't matter. You having 3 kids matter a whole lot more than you being a CEO. Why? Because here's the thing. Even if you're a CEO, that won't affect his life to the same degree of you having 3 kids. Why? Because honestly, you are not providing for him. In most cases, women that make a certain amount of money, have a certain job, they date equal or better. They're dating someone equal or better. So really, whatever you have doesn't do nothing for him. You are not providing for him. You're not his you're not his sugar mama. You're not his provider. So really, that's why women's money generally don't matter. But their kids matters because it can give him a stressful life. He has to provide for them, which we will see in this video. He has to take care of them. They are draining his resources. So that matters. No man that gets with a woman that has kids, he can't do nothing for them. It's like, seriously, what? I doubt it. I doubt there is relationships like that where you can get with a single mom and you don't need to do shit for the kids. The kids could be invisible to you. That is rare, if ever. So the kids is more of a determining factor than her money. Because honestly, women don't provide for men. So money means nothing really to men in general. But kids, that affects his life. So you already 3 kids, this is the thing what women don't understand. Their value should be lower. If you're 5, 3 kids, you're 3. A 5. 3 kids, you're 3. Sadly, 5, having 3 kids that are 3, even if you're a CEO, at best, it don't change. It doesn't make things worse. Because again, it's not going to add a whole lot of value to you.
Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league.
Make $130K and side hustles. A bunch of side hustles. So you should be working yourself to death. You should be working yourself to death. You should be It's like that's the thing where I hate the audacity of women where one they can complain that you work too much. You don't have enough time for them. They will cheat on you if you don't give them enough time and attention. But God forbid you don't make enough. God forbid you don't make enough money. So that's the insanity with women. If you make a lot of money, you better still have enough time for her to pay attention to her. It's like that's why women make dating harder. You don't even know what you want. And this is the thing. A man that makes 100K is about 20% of the population. A man that makes more than 100K, I think it's about 15% of the population. If that. Women don't understand. You are asking for rare men, highly desired men. Who are, even though you're in your 20s, you're a mother of 3. It's like, come on, it's like you got to understand your value. This is why I've loved Kevin Samuels, because one of the things he's always tried to do is try to get women to understand their dating market value. What's your value to men in the dating market? Not just, oh my God, I'm a woman, so I'm automatically 10.
How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is,
Give you money for your kids. Like, again, why I said her kids. That's more that adds or subtracts to her dating market value. Kids, her kids are a drain on your resources.
I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look
Insane to think that there are enough or a good amount of 35-year-olds that make 130K. That now you add in the age, that's probably 5% of the population. It's like, seriously. And this is the thing where I swear to God, I hope, okay, men that are this rare, don't be such a simp. Don't be such a doormat. Why are you dating? If you, I mean, I'm saying there probably are. Why do you value yourself so low that you would date a baby mom, a single mother? This is one of the things I want to promote with my content is that have value in yourself. Have some self-respect. It's like, do you not understand that you are a rare man? If you make 100K, you are a rare man. If you make over 100K, you are incredibly a rare man. And if you're young at that, if you're young and make over 100K, you are a very rare man financially. So have some self-respect. See some value in yourself. Because you got to think, financially at least, most women want you. Financially, most women want you. So have a little bit of, some self-respect.
old as fuck already. Oh, I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah. You
26, you're a baby. You're 26, you think yourself a baby having 3 kids. I'm sorry, those 3 kids just made you 36. So really, okay.
have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that
this is why I said I don't have sympathy for women. Because why? It's like you want these types of men. You expect these types of men. This high top tier men. Why would I be surprised that these men would use you and leave you? pump and dump. Wow, it's like you never think that. I'm not surprised that these men would like, you know what, keep you as a woman on his roster, a side chick, you know, a chick he just have funs with. That's why I don't have sympathy for a woman. Like, understand, this is the thing where you don't understand your where you're at, your level. Because even wealthy men will have sex with you. Because you obviously you're a decent looking woman. Even if you're average looking woman, even wealthy men would have sex with that. So really, yeah, I'd be no surprise that these men would deal with you. But I also have no sympathy for you that these men will just use you because you're so deluded. That's a danger to yourself.
You have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like, and if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one.
You know, when you hear all the icks, these standards, these expectations, you never hear, oh, I want a man that is monogamous, respectful, loving, has integrity, has morality, has principle, has character. No. What do you hear? His looks, his height, his wealth. That's it. It's like all the what makes you who you are inside. You know she'll think about that later on. She's only attracted, okay, if you are tall, good looking, wealthy, and probably charming. Let's say charming as well. You have the gift of the gab. You're a good talker. It's like all these superficial traits. And then you're surprised that, oh my God, you're dating a man that has some of these traits. He's like a cheater. He's a liar. He's an abuser. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I hope you guys know about the recent I think he's a college player. What is his name? A recent. He is a recent Quaydarius Davis. He's a NFL prospect, okay? NFL prospect. He was just recently in a domestic dispute where he choked his girlfriend unconscious. He choked her unconscious. This is the thing where I'm sorry. I have no sympathy. The man is a dirt. He's disgusting. He's dirt. But seriously, you think getting with athletes gets you morally sound men? I'm not saying all of them, but in general, the likelihood that you will find a more violent type of man, I would say athletes can fall into that category. The thing there, we think, oh, this man could be wealthy because he's an NFL prospect. I can tell that you didn't care about his personality. You care about his future earning prospect. Ain't that something? Again, I have no sympathy for women because honestly, they care about superficial shit. And then they're surprised that they get into terrible, toxic, just really ugly situations. You put yourself into that. You did it.
The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin, you know? These are the requirements that you need to have.
The audacity, the entitlement, the delusion. What do you guys think? All right, let's do Yeah. All right, let's do some Kendra G videos. I think she meant. I mean, I think she meant like color scheme, but I don't know. Women sometimes women are just kind of insane. So it is what it is. Since we have some, since we're on a roll with these crazy ass people, let's do some Kendra G videos. All right, let's check this one out.
Hello?
Are you able to hear me only?
No, everybody's able to hear. You're live, so don't say
Oh,
anything. There's like
okay. Well,
5,000 people watching right
oh,
now. Okay.
okay. Well, I've been paralyzed for 33 years. So that's the reason why I'm laying down because they
Okay.
don't want me sitting up for long periods of time. And I've already exceeded the limit for today.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would be sitting up. So I apologize for that.
No, you're fine. Thank you for the explanation. I apologize. Obviously, I didn't know
No
either.
worries. No worries
So
at all.
okay, okay. So you ready to do this? Okay. How do you pronounce your name, honey?
Lex Gars.
Let's Gars. Now, do you
I've
want to
never,
explain why you? Do you want to
I've
explain
ne-
why you got? Go ahead.
no, go ahead, dear.
I was gonna say, do you want to tell us how did you get paralyzed?
Uh,
The all new Kendra G singles dating app is available now.
and broke 5 of my ribs, but I have a nice, handsome. I went out of the windshield at 80 miles an hour and severed my spine in 2 places and broke 5 of my ribs. But I have a nice, handsome 18-year-old, 4 scholarships, just graduated this year. So God is good. No scratches. Everything was internal. I've never cried. I'm not bitter. I didn't miss out on anything. I was a cheerleader. I'm an author. I'm an entrepreneur. I do public speaking. So, you know, the sky is never the limit. You know what I mean?
Okay, we love that. I love your positivity. And you said your accident happened 33 years ago?
Yes.
How
11,
old are you
11,
now?
90. I will be 49 in 2 months. So basically 49.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And you have a child that's 18.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything still works. Trust me.
Woo! Everything has an everybody part.
You hear me? I
Ah!
just can't. I just can't walk, baby. This wheelchair don't stop nothing. I promise you. Okay.
Oh,
I wear
Ooh!
heels. I probably own maybe 5 pair of tennis shoes, but I wear my heels.
Don't play with her.
Okay.
where do you live?
I live on the West Coast. I'm a West Coast girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Good, Trey.
All right. Have you ever been married?
Never. I have been engaged. I was engaged to my child's father, and I was engaged to 2 other people, but I always seem to get cold feet. But it's like this guy just said something to me the other day, and I've been doing it for many moons, but it's just like, mm,
Women collect engagements like it's infinity stones. Who cares if you got engaged? You are with men that you didn't want to be with. You gave a child to a man that you got engaged with, but you didn't want to be with. It's like, this is the thing why men are just fed up. You got engaged with him, you gave him a child, but you know what? You got cold feet to becoming his wife. It's like, sometimes I just like, why even men? Why even bother? Why even bother with that shit? This is why. This is why a lot of men will just be fine with impregnating women. It's fine. Why do I need to make her my wife? She's good enough to be my baby mom. That is it. It's like, and then women complain that men don't. Women complain that men don't commit to you. Really? Because honestly, you set the precedent that you know what? All he needs to do is impregnate you, and that's good enough. Yeah, that's a wig. I think so too.
it's cool. I mean, I don't need a ring to be, I mean, I got my own princess cuts. But if I if I don't need a ring to, not to defer anyone, but I don't need a ring to be loyal because I don't believe in being a cheater. It's just not in my DNA.
Loyalty is not just cheating, it's staying with your partner. Three men you got engaged to, yet you left. I don't know if I would call that loyalty. I don't I don't know about you guys. That doesn't sound loyal to me. Because who are you loyal to? Seems like you're only loyal to yourself, your feelings, your wants and desires. You're not loyal to nobody besides yourself. You got engaged to three men. You got pregnant by that one man. Yet none of these men you stayed with. It doesn't sound loyal to me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer. We love.
Okay, you love. So it's
Yeah.
Lex. How you say the name? How you say your name again? Lex.
Lex scars.
Lex Gars. Was very transparent. Is paralyzed. So you're paralyzed from the neck down.
Nope. Paralyzed from my rib cage down.
Oh, your rib
She,
cage down. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
And you told me that you only can sit up for a certain amount of hours in a day.
Yeah.
Well, she's 49. She's 49. She has a habit of not not being loyal to men. She has a habit of honestly just having commitment problems. So here's the thing where a lot of women have to realize you don't have infinite opportunities. You don't have infinite opportunities. You are 49. You're paralyzed. It's not like it's the end all to be all, but honestly, you there's not a whole lot to want. There's not a whole lot to want. So the men that you got that wanted to be with you, that proposed to you, honestly, those are men that wanted you. Those are men that's on your level. You just didn't want these men. This is the insanity, the entitlement of a lot of women where they think that the grass is always greener. I will always have options. The problem is that you probably most likely won't have options that you want. Yeah, women will always have options of men they don't want. Even the oldest one, I've said it. If you're old, young, pretty, ugly, fat, skinny, paralyzed, not paralyzed, you will always have options of men. The issue is, will you have options of men you want? And that is the case for a lot of women. That's what they're experiencing. The men that they want, dried up, don't want them anymore. Because they don't see any value in being with you.
It's because last June, I had a semi, they stopped me from having a heart attack. I don't know why it came on, but they found two massive blood clots in my lungs. And so they gave me some of that stuff to open up your heart. What is that stuff called, son? They gave me nitroglycerin. They gave me some nitroglycerin, and I've been fine ever since. I'm just working on just like making sure that I sit up slowly. So I've literally only been sitting up since November. But other than that, I'm very active.
It's like, this is like, I don't know. I just find it like being with a woman like this is more of a hassle. More of a hassle than it's worth it. This is a thing where a while back, okay, a couple years back, I was with a girl that was come out insanely crazy, but she was wild in bed. She wanted sex. She just she was very crazy active and shit like that, right? Really was sexual. Problem is that she was crazy. She had mental issues. So this is a thing where I said to her that I just got to know you. It's not worth it. I don't want to deal with this shit. So a lot of men will see that honestly, you are a red flag. They don't. This is why you should have stick with these men. Let's say 33 years ago. You should have sticked with a man that wanted to be with you, where you could build with him, where he's gotten used to. He likes you, he knows you, he wants to be with you. That's who you should stick with. Now, men on the outside, you're 49. Why? What reasoning do they see that it's worth it to be with you? That's the problem with so many women. You don't know how to navigate your life correctly. Your women are their own worst enemy.
But I still do my job, still laying down or sitting up. It don't stop.
Okay.
All right, Lex, what type of man are you looking for?
Oh my goodness. I have to get out of my comfort zone, right? I would like someone like either in the medical field, someone who maybe even like a construction worker. Um Definitely someone who has spontaneity in him, down to earth, tall, very clean eater, non-smoker. You know, I don't smoke, I don't drink. Well, I smoke my weed, but somebody who likes to go to the produce section instead of the preservatives.
Okay.
Somebody that's just honest and cool and just get somebody that can make me smile. Like I'm almost 50. I ain't got no wrinkles from frowning, you
So
know?
you said you want somebody spontaneous, right?
Yeah, I like that spontaneity. I'm a like
Yeah.
exhibitionist too.
Okay.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means like I like to do it at night. I like to do it in the public, but nobody can see me, but we can see them and we get it in.
How does so? Can I ask? I'm gonna ask. How does this go? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to understand. We
yeah.
love we love your attitude, and we love your confidence, and we feel like nothing has stopped. But you're in a wheelchair full time when you're out in public.
Yes.
So you want to have sex on your wheelchair at a grocery store or just somewhere public?
Oh no, not the grocery store, baby. I done did it on the football field. And when the school was closed, I know when the principals looked at that clip, I know they went home and got them some. They probably took an early break. They was like, they is getting it in. But I was with him for like 10 years. You know what I mean?
But wait, so are y'all getting it in while you're in the wheelchair?
Yeah, in the wheelchair and on the ground. But we put a blanket down because I don't like dirt.
Oh, so you like public sex?
Yes.
Spontaneous. Is your wheelchair motorized or do you?
I used to be in a manual chair, and then I got arthritis in one of my shoulders. So just to keep my shoulders good, I have a power chair. But yeah, I even keep that dip and fly it out. Pimp
Ooh,
my,
child.
like they have pimp my ride, pimp my wheelchair.
Okay, okay. Did we get to do the guy got to look a certain way?
Yeah, he gotta have nice teeth.
Exactly. No shame. Her son is in the room. Her son is in the room. It's like you're ridiculous. And then you wonder, you know what? This is a thing where a lot of women don't understand. You most likely attract the low quality men that you attract. And then these men just see you as someone to have sex with. Men are fine to have sex with anything. So, really,
I like a man with nice teeth, no receding hairline. Don't mind having gray hair. I don't mind me a chicken salad. I like me an older man, not too old, but yeah, gotta have some of that nice skin, nice teeth, well groomed.
I do want to ask this. This is kind of off topic, but your son is in the room. Do you feel comfortable talking to you in front of your 18-year-old son like that?
Absolutely, we pops it. I keep my son gamed up on everything.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
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 Did we get to your deal breaker?
what I find that very shitty parenting. I really do. I find that really shitty parenting.
My son look just like Ti. Good lord.
Did we ask you the deal breakers?
Oh yeah, give me the
Okay.
deal. No, you didn't ask me the deal breakers, but I
Oh
can
yeah.
definitely tell you my deal breakers.
Yeah.
Alcoholic, someone who do not believe in God, and someone who not do not know how to conduct themselves in public. Mm-mm. That's a deal
Okay.
breaker. And a bully. That's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Well, yeah, he got to make some money. He got to be. I can't date anyone that don't make more than me. If he don't make what I make or more, I refuse to date him. I done
Okay,
been
so
there, did
what is
that,
this
done
number?
that.
Well, I'm sorry, say it again.
I done been there, did that, and done that. If I can go to the bank and pull out 150 stacks, I hope that he can do the same thing. I'm gonna say that
So what is well, how much money does he have to make?
a year.
Yes.
I say like somewhere between 150 to 200 racks. That's not bad.
Woo! Babe.
You know, you know, this is why it's funny, because you know the last video, that TikTok video, where I wanted to preference that. You know what? I mean, yeah, if you think that this is crazy, and you think this is it's so crazy, it could be a skit. It's so crazy, it could be a skit. How can women be so delusional, so entitled? I wanted to preference that, yeah, but shit like that is real. This 49-year-old paralyzed woman who has no shame, this paralyzed baby mom who has been engaged 3 times, didn't want these men, and who was fine with having sex outside in public. Her requirement is that if he doesn't make over 150K, she can't date him. And then you wonder why I have no sympathy for women. I have none. I have zero sympathy for women because they are so fucking delusional. It's insane how delusional women are. I swear to God. And they can't even judge their own fucking value. Your own it's like your own dating value. You are such below the barrel, bottom of the barrel woman. I swear. And it's like, seriously, every woman, every baby mama that goes on Kendra G's show makes 100K. Every woman. It's like 90% of them. And yet, the population, okay? It's about, honestly, it ain't that high. Of just women, probably 10. And that's all women's of all shades.
Baby, don't play with it.
I mean, yeah, this is the thing. The least a lot of women can do is be modest, be humble. But that's not even in women. That's what I said. Like, ego is honestly a big thing with a lot of women right now. Ego.
What do you do for a living?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I do work for victims of crime. I'm not a police officer, but I work for victims of crime, so I get paid pretty good by the hour. And like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. So I also do stuff for housing. So I do a little something, something. So I have my residuals and I'm real good. And so I don't need somebody that I can take care of, but I need somebody that I could be there for if he need me to,
Okay.
and vice versa.
So we got to make more than you. 150 to 200 is the requirement. So if a man made 70,000, don't reach out to you.
I can flip that 70,000 to 140,000 with real estate. So no, he can reach out to me.
Ooh, okay, so it's not a requirement of 150K.
No.
Okay, you can flip his money. Okay, we're gonna skip the Kendra Cam because I'm aware that we're in a situation. So you're getting a Kendra Cam pass.
Or you could just record. I mean, have her son just record her. I mean, like, come on. She might be obese. I mean,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
Oh,
yes, a lot. It's like a lot of women don't even come close to 100K, and yet every woman that goes on Kendra G is a 100K earner. It's like, Seriously?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not buying art. I mean, like, I would love to, but honestly, art requires a hefty down payment.
December 26, 2020.
I I hope all my brothers are investing right now with how crazy the market can be and have been. I hope you're watching the stock market and finding opportunities to buy stocks at good prices.
I have saved myself for 5 plus years.
Save
So you haven't had sex. So that last guy you was talking about when y'all was having sex everywhere, that was 5 years ago.
No, that was before him. So him and I, we broke up in 2017. We went our separate ways, and I ended up getting engaged, like I said, to this other guy. And that's the guy that I was with. I remember because my mother, rest her soul, her birthday is Christmas, and the last time I was intimate with him was December 26th of 2020. Yeah, because I remember because of COVID.
So you haven't been intimate in 5 years.
No, and I've done that before, and like no problem. I've been a virgin twice in my life. I didn't even think that was possible, but yeah.
So are you waiting for a
that is impossible. You're not a virgin twice. I swear to God.
relationship or marriage to have sex again?
Oh no, honey, I'm ready to get my groove back like how Stella got her groove back. Okay, but safely. Like he gotta have a my chart. Like he gotta show me, like like I'm that type of person. Like, can we call your doctor on the phone and be like, you need this medication? They like, oh, you got the wrong person type of female. Like I have to see your paperwork and all that. I do not play that. I believe in safe sex for real, for real. But I am looking to date to get to know somebody and definitely get my groove on. Hello.
Okay. So three flaws you have to work on.
That I have to work on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being so easy at saying goodbye.
Okay.
Um, being just so independent where like I'm used to like grabbing the door and doing da da da. And I remember my child's father saying, and my ex I was with for almost 10 years, like, let me open the door for you. Like I'm just so like that's how my parents were married. That's like how my parents just raised us, like, to be so independent. So I have to work on that. Cause I know that a man feel like if he don't feel needed, I don't care if it's to change your light bulb. If he don't feel needed, he don't feel
Samantha, what's up? Sadly, I don't think she's trolling.
wanted. You know what I mean? So I have to work on that. And then the other part is, um, I guess not being so good in bed.
Couldn't
I,
Wait.
you
Wait.
just
What do you
lay
mean not being
there?
so good? I'm
You're
confused.
You
paralyzed.
see my tattoo on my arm? You said three flaws I have to work on. That's a downfall for me because when I give up them goodies, it's a problem.
oh,
Oh, you're saying so your flaw is that you're too good in bed.
Hello.
I want to ask. You said a virgin twice. I'm confused. What you mean by virgin twice? I never heard that.
If you haven't had sex within 7 to 10 years, it grows back and you become a virgin again. And so mine grew back.
Let
So
me
I,
Your hymen does not grow back. I'm quite sure. I mean, is that an actual thing? I don't think so. Seriously, I mean, like, I mean, like, maybe something that maybe women are telling me something different, but like, you can Google that shit. It doesn't fucking grow back. I swear to God, women just want to make up anything and everything. Like, she is capping. Like, seriously, come on, live in reality. I swear to God, this is that's the one of the worst things about a lot of women. Just please live in reality. I swear, it's like I can't understand this. Why make shit up?
ask you this. Do you think that people assume that because you're paralyzed from the hips down, that sex isn't something that you can partake in?
all the time. And I think, but I think it's that. But when you see someone, I'm laying down right now. But when you see someone like me, they're like staring at me because there's like it's a stereotypical thing. Like everybody's chair, excuse my French, smell like ass. It's dirty. Um, you know, um, baby, I got on Vera Wang. Okay, but they assume that everybody is dirty, we don't take care of ourselves. No, we sit up and pee on ourselves. No ma'am, I know when I have to go to the bathroom, and yes, my cookie still works, and yes, the sprinkler will spray you, and it's not
Oh my
piss.
God.
Wait, what do you, what do you, the sprinkler?
Huh?
You are 49. Have some decorum. It's like, seriously?
Honey, I'm
And
trying.
your son is in the room. It's like, and then you wonder why. The men that you probably deal with will see you just for sex. I mean, like,
Trying to tell you what God love, the truth. Okay, you asked me, so I'm telling you, honey. Uh-uh. Because some people will. That's lazy. And that chair
Okay.
be stinking. Y'all don't want to say it. I feel you, but that chair be smelling like ass. It stank.
yeah, she is. She's a character. She's a character, all right.
I can't handle it. Okay. I think I might have some
Yeah, she had a car accident. She had a car accident. So, at the beginning, she said she had a car accident that paralyzed her from the rib down.
questions for you. Poor Trey. Trey can't handle it. Lord of Lord of Leon said, KG, make this a highlight. She has me rolling. You're very entertaining.
Thank you, love.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now I'm assuming you okay? You need some water? We'll get you some
Right.
water
You good? You good? I got some za. I got some za. You straight? I
You
got a
better get it
whole
together
bunch.
because you gotta get you together if you don't get it
My
together.
bad, my bad.
Okay.
All right, so are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am not.
You only can meet your man on from this show on the dating app. So tell your
Okay.
son to
Okay.
download the dating app. Let me show you. Did all that, girl. How the man
Okay.
gonna reach out to you? You gotta have that. You gotta have a profile on a dating
Okay.
app. All right.
Okay. Well, I want him to go
But you know
crazy
how to
when
do
I
everything
post
else.
that one
You know
picture.
how to squirt. Hold on. You know how to squirt. You know how to have sex on a football field. Look, you know how to do everything. So here it is. Download the Kendra G Singles dating app. Set up your profile. You can spell your video to your profile to the highlight. You'll get more action
Okay.
that way.
Okay, let them know that it's not the Sahara Desert over here, baby. It's Niagara Falls. Thank you so much.
You heard what she says. She's paralyzed, but it doesn't stop anything. Search her right now on the Kendra G Singles dating app, LXXTZ, or put in her name, Dondria, in the search.
Okay, so this is what she looks like on her chair. Uh, so I mean, I mean, she's not obese or anything, but like, seriously, she's 48. Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Area, she'll come right up. Send her a DM, fellas, if you interested, okay? Don't play with it. She said, it's the Niagara Falls down there, child, not the desert. You can also scroll down, that's right, scroll down and push the heart or the star or send her a gift. It is that simple. Hit her up right now on the Kendra G Singles.
I'm just like, this is the thing where paralyzed is not like the end all to be all, but it's like a lot of people don't. They have such insane standards that don't make sense. Don't make sense. Because here's the thing where I wish Kendra asked. I wish Kendra asked, okay? Because she said she wants a man to make over 150K a year. Fine, great. But here's the thing where I doubt it. I doubt it that the men that she dated in the past made that much. I doubt that. So this is the thing where it's fine. You have expectations and standards because women should. Everyone should. But you gotta make it's gotta make sense for you. It's gotta make sense for you. You've been single for over 5 years. It's like you're not getting those men like that. So it's just like why men say men are not saying lower your standards just to lower your standards because they hate you. No, they're saying to have reasonable standards, standards that make sense for you. That's what it's like. Why would you have standards that no man that you've ever dated or could date reaches it? It don't make sense. And yes, to spend on what? I don't. It's like I kind of honestly don't understand these women. Oh, I need a man that makes this amount of money. For what? For what? We're all grown adults. He shouldn't be paying your bills, and you shouldn't be paying his bills. So it's like I always say, just want a man that's stable, has a job, has a place to live, not begging for money, not hurting for rent, not hurting for utility bills. It's just come on. What do you guys think? That's women for ya. Let's do. All right, let's do another Kendra G.
You ready? App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
All right, guys, let's do another Kendra G show. All right, let's check this one out. Yeah, I mean, Samantha, like I said, I mean, we have to be more reasonable with our standards. Standards that make sense. I'm glad that a woman would agree with it because I'm not saying that women shouldn't have standards. Please have standards, but make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Thank you, Los Angeles, California.
Okay, LA. Ooh, you got a fun personality. How old are you?
Thank you. Ooh, girl, I am the big 3-0.
Okay, 30. And what's your name? Is your name Carrie?
Yes, my name is Carrie Bernans. I'm an actress, stunt woman. I produce. I'm a mother, advocate, all of the above.
Okay, so you're an actress. You're a mother. How many kids do you have?
I have one son. He is about.
Everyone, please like the show. Please like the show. It helps. It helps out the helps me out. Okay, so please like the video.
About to be 2 next month.
Okay, why are you not with the father?
Ooh, it's very complicated. It's complicated, but some DV was involved. He was a great person for the most part, and then when he drinks and other stuff, things unfortunately happen.
Okay. So we got.
You didn't see how he was before you had a kid with him. It's like you said when he drinks, he does violent shit. Why did you not see how he was when he's drunk before the baby? This is something that where I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for. Because here's the thing. Why the vetting process is so important. The vetting process is so important. Is that you need to take your time to know your partner, your potential partner in almost every situation. You need to know what is he like when he's around his friends? What would he be like when he's around my friends? What is he like when he's drunk? What is he like when he's sad, happy, all this stuff? Because here's the thing. Why I have no sympathy for a lot of women, because you can't say that, oh, after I gave him a child, after I gave him a marriage, now he's different? No, he's not different because you just didn't see it. You ignored it. You didn't vet him properly. He's like, oh, now, like, oh, after a child, after marriage, oh, he gets drunk and violent. You didn't know that before? Why did you not know this before?
Carrie, LA 30. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius, the best sign there is. Okay, shout out to the Aquariuses. February 11th in the building.
Okay. So we got Carrie, Aquarius 30, actress, and a mother. What else are you say you do? You're an advocate, and what else?
Yes, I'm an advocate. I have a nonprofit organization I've been doing for 6 years. We give back to kids in Memphis. I claim Memphis, Tennessee, as well as Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, I'm an actress. I've been on movies like Marvel's Black Panther, Avengers Endgame, X-Men Dark Phoenix. I do acting and stunts. I jump off buildings, ride motorcycles.
Yo, whiskey, that's really cool. That's an interesting business. That's very cool.
All of the crazy things in life, but it's fun.
Okay. And I think I got it all. So we got Carrie, LA 30, Aquarius, actress, advocate, mother to a son, a 2-year-old son. Never married?
No,
Oh, you've been married.
oh wow, I'm so funny. I put my business out there. I have been married. I got married young. I waited to marriage to have sex, and I was 20 years old.
Okay, and you're divorced, of course.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, 25. Okay. So, okay. So you waited for marriage for sex. So why did you get divorced in that marriage? It just wasn't the right fit?
It wasn't the right fit, and yeah, it was he it was a lot of stuff going on. Honestly, he ended up like talking to girls on dating apps, and I like was dreaming about it, and I ended up finding out he really did. He apologized, but I felt like I waited to marriage to have sex, and I was 100% loyal and dedicated to the marriage and everything, and that felt to me that was a break in our.
You know, I will say this. One of the red flags that I've said about women is who you pick. The type of men you pick is a red flag. Because honestly, it shows what type of character you are attracted to. It shows that you ignore people's characters. It shows you that, you know what, you don't take your time to actually know the person you're with. It's just a very it's a depiction of what type of person you are. I've said it. Who you date is important because it shows you what type of person you are as well. This is the thing where women don't understand. When, let's say, a woman has dated a whole lot of bad men in her life, shows you that she may have some issues herself. She is a big red flag where she's attracted to these same type of men each time. So this is why I've said it. It's a red flag for who women attract and who women are attracted to.
And our commitment to each other. And I really value a relationship. I've never cheated before. I am really respectful. I let the man lead. I was going to leave my entire career behind for him.
And yeah, Samantha said it too, right? This is a thing where mistakes happen. Right? Picking the wrong person happens. But honestly, what makes it better is that you learn from it. You improve from it. I find it really amazing that women say, oh, I dated a whole lot of cheaters. Really? So you never learned from any mistake you made? You never learned. Oh, I've dated a lot of toxic men. Really? So you never learned from like finding, like certain like social cues that would be a red flag? How about learn from your mistakes? Why is it that, it's okay that women consistently date, marry, get pregnant by terrible men. And then after they honestly get older, more traumatized, more combative, more, jaded, more bitter, and then have more kids by a bunch of men. Now she has did some self-reflection, some soul searching. And then what does a good man get from all your years of trying to soul search, right? Years of trying to heal on this journey. What does he get? I'm sorry, he gets the worst of you. He gets the worst person of you, okay? You are now more bitter, more jaded, more traumatized. You may have kids. You may have been through so many divorces. It's like, it's not a great thing for now. Oh, now you want a good guy. It's like, seriously?
Because he said he didn't want to be in entertainment and he didn't want the lights, camera, action and stuff. I even like
Whiskey kind of says that, you have so trust issues, or like you either have trust issues, you're more comfortable being by yourself. Probably you've had a hard journey, and I get that. A lot of men is like, this is the thing where women don't understand the difficulties of being a man, because he doesn't have options. He has to create options. Unlike women, they have options. No matter the case, women will always have options. Men, we have to create those options. And then for years of trying to create options, and those options turn shitty, it's taxing.
quit and gave up jobs and all of that. But then I found out he was talking to girls on dating apps when I went to go film X-Men in Canada. And that obviously broke my heart. I couldn't believe that. And
That's good if you don't. That's good if you don't.
It's crazy because I look back and I was so young. I just was like, no, I can't do this. I gave you my virginity. I gave you my everything. And I just told him I wanted a divorce. And it was crazy because we were young and in love, but I also was just like, no, I'm worth more than that. So I broke it off. And
Okay. So then you met your child's father shortly after?
I met him like it's been, like
Okay.
a couple years later on a dating app.
Okay. So you
I
left
know.
your husband because he's on a dating app, and then you met your child's father on a dating app, and now you're calling me because I know you on the Kendra G Singles dating app because that's how you're gonna meet your next man.
Exactly. Yes. Look, I like dating apps. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Sometimes I'll be at home with my son all day or out. How else am I going to actually meet someone, So
You're
it's
absolutely
like,
right. So let's continue. Okay, so we got
Wow. She was on Black Panther. That's really interesting. I don't know why she said X-Men. Huh. Interesting. Here's the before we continue, we could check her out. She was on Black Panther. That's interesting. She's not terrible looking. She's not bad looking. In my opinion, kind of she's like probably about adjustable 5. Could be a 6. So not bad. Not bad at all.
Carrie, LA, 30, Aquarius, actress, mother, advocate.
It's like I don't know. It's like just wonder why she's on this show.
Mom to a 2-year-old son. Was once married. We got the backstory. So what kind of man are you looking for now?
girl, I need a man that is committed.
Samantha is exactly saying what I'm thinking. Why aren't you meeting someone in your network, right? In your sphere of influence. It's just weird. I'm sorry. I feel like women that work in entertainment, it's just I don't know what you think you're finding in these kind of dating apps. I don't know.
Loyal, trustworthy, somebody that got all of their together. I need them to be financially stable. I need them to be rooted in faith. They need to have I'm a Christian. I want them to be a Christian as well. They need to know how to value and treat a woman. I'm okay if they've kind of like been through a marriage and then got divorced, so then they can learn and figure out where they're at in life so they can really love me properly. And somebody that's going to be supportive. I'm the biggest cheerleader for anyone, and like I want the same thing. I pour 110% into a relationship once I'm in it, but I can cut you off real quick, like ice cold ice, like if it ain't working, you know. So I'm ready for love.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is bad hygiene. I don't need nobody with no stinky breath, bad habits. Deal breakers is alcoholics. I can't do the alcoholics thing anymore. Like, I'm not in a position to heal anybody. I'm nurturing. I don't mind cutting you, taking care of you, making you feel like the man you are. But I'm not about to be the doctor. I'm not Mrs. Fix It, you know? So I want them to come. I already had some therapy. I will still cheer for you. You have bad days. We all do. I don't mind hyping you up, taking care of you, but I don't, I hate to say it, but I don't want anybody too broken, you know?
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yeah, I'm not super tall, but I'm like 5'5.5", 5'6". So
And that's fine. That is fine that you don't want someone broken. I get it. So that is why, okay? Why I have, because out of a woman's mouth, this is why I have that my rule or theory. As women age, they become bigger red flags. Why? One of the things, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, it's not saying no 100%, not saying all women, but here's the thing. I'm sorry, as women gain life experience in general, well, they get more broken. They get more broken. They get more trauma. They get more bad experiences. They get more bitter, more jaded. It's just as women gain life experience, i.e., usually as they get older, they become more broken. So I'm not saying that, oh my God, women are terrible, but it's like out of her mouth, if a woman doesn't want a broken man, guess what? Men don't too. Men don't want a broken woman. So women have to understand, well, why are men not dating women their own age, or why do men date women younger? Because one of the things, of course, not the only thing, but one of the things is that as women age, they become more broken.
I do want him to be taller than me. I'm
Bro, Whiskey, I hope you don't, I hope you will control yourself, okay? My brother, I don't. It's the thing where we have to be more strong. Liking the taste of whiskey is different. If you like the taste of whiskey, I don't know, 6 in the morning, and then 12 o'clock in the day, and then, 6 at night, and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe you are alcoholic, but please take care of yourself. Don't, moderation.
smaller frame, about 110 pounds, fun size, you know, but I need my man to be at least like 165 and up because I need him to have some muscles, a little stacked. You know what? You don't have to be in the best shape in the world, but you got to be able to pick me up, pick up the groceries, pick my son up, have some good hands. You can build something. You can, all of that.
Okay. Could the guy have kids already?
I'm open to somebody that has one, maybe two kids. I would prefer them to have no kids, honestly. I would like to give them their first child because I do want to have more children.
That is true. This is the thing where I don't say the same rule for men, because honestly, I think broken men build character and strength. Men need perseverance, like the strength to overcome. Women don't need that. It's like, that's the thing. Strength to overcome makes you more grizzled. Why would women need that? And here's the thing with this woman is like, seriously, you wouldn't even date yourself. You have the characteristics that you don't want. Yet a man should want you. It's like the entitlement to say that you don't want. I mean, best case scenario, you don't want him to have kids.
So you want a man with no kids, but you want him to accept your 2-year-old?
Okay, prefer. Yeah, if it's my preference, I do prefer somebody with no kids. I think that a guy treats their kids better when it's their first kid. But I'm open to being a step.
The guy treats his kid better if it was his first kid. But then, do you think that he would treat your kid better? Or you think he would treat your kid well? What? So, okay, fine. How about, okay, he would treat his kid with you better. Yet, he would not be treating your own kid that great? So you're fine with him ignoring your kid? What?
Mom, I'm a great mom. Shoot, hey, a big house, a lot of kids. I'm okay with that.
I understand the preference, but do you think it's a hypocrite to prefer a guy with no kids and the requirement is he has to love your 2-year-old?
It's true. I agree. And yeah, it is. But I think, I hate to say it, but there's a lot of jealous baby mamas out there. I ain't one of them. Look, I want my son's father to please go get an amazing woman. I'm okay with that. But there are some crazy baby mamas, and I don't want that drama in my life. I already have enough drama with my baby daddy, so I don't want a baby mama drama. So if they have a healthy relationship.
So you have drama with your baby daddy. You don't want this man's drama. But he has to deal with your drama. It's like, this is a thing where, what do men get out of it? This is why, I'm sorry. This is why a lot of women don't understand why men just use you. This is why. Why do men don't commit to you? Why do men only have sex with you? Why men just play with you, lie to you, abuse you? Because honestly, you attract this type of men. Your vibe, your energy, your mindset, it attracts these types of men because honestly, there's not a whole lot that's worth it.
I would be open to it, but their relationship's not healthy. I'm not open to it at all.
I mean, again, it's cool that she's not swearing anything, but that's not the end all to be all. I mean, being delusional is a big thing. Like Samantha says, you can see why. This is the thing where women that are attractive, women that are, not terrible personality, you can see why they're having hard times in the dating market. You can see why. You can see why women have had the past that they have, had the terrible relationships that they have. Honestly, there's no surprise to that.
So you just said you have drama with your baby daddy.
Unfortunately, yes.
So you want a man to accept what you wouldn't accept.
Dang, you know what? You're right. This is so crazy. I probably do sound like a hypocrite. It's really bad.
So basically, you wouldn't date yourself.
I would date most of me. Look. Okay, it hasn't always been this way, but it's not gonna always be this way. It's gonna get better. It has to get better. It has to get better. Trust me, you gotta get better. So I'm in hopes that it's gonna get better.
We got some vague questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So Abraham says, drama with your baby daddy. What kind of drama? That's important and can be a deal breaker.
Yeah. Whew. He is just really, this is the reality, is I've allowed him to be disrespectful to me for too long throughout our relationship. He would do some disrespectful things and do some, let's just say, some things that are completely out of character that I would disagree with. And
this is a thing where if a woman told me that, oh, she's dated an abuser, dated a cheater, dated a liar, dated a man that's disrespectful, all this stuff. If a woman told me that she's dated men like this, men like that, and blah, 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 I would see it as a red flag. I would see that this woman is attracted to low lives. I would see that she attracts low lives. So if I have some self-respect in myself, I would rain check. I would, you know what? It's like I would take myself away because I don't see myself at the type of men she's attracted to. Because honestly, women like this, you can't be surprised why they're single. And because she's so disconnected to the type of person she is. women that are hypocrites, that are delusional, that are honestly not logical, honestly controlled by their emotions. It's like you can see why they attract the manipulators. They attract the liars, the abusers. They attract the predators. That's the thing.
And then he would try to make up for it right afterwards. He would like, oh, here goes the money. Go get your nails done. Go get a massage. Go do this. You know, like, I love you. Say you love me. Say you forgive me, etc. And I took that BS for too long, and that then turned into me becoming.
Guess what? Because you value money. This is the thing what women don't understand. How about value who he is inside? I'm sorry. A man that has a job, like I said, the bear just average. A man that has a job, a man that has a roof over his head, a man that has a car to drive, a man that doesn't beg or need anyone to pay his responsibilities. But guess what? No, I need a man that makes over 6 figures. Well, guess what? That shit will go to men's head because men know money equals power. All women want money. So you know what? I can treat you like shit. I just throw money at you. I'm just going to throw money at you because honestly, that's all women care about, money. So you know what? I'm going to disrespect you, but boom. Here, go get your nails done. I'm going to lie to you, but boom. Here's money for a Birkin. Oh, you know what? I'm going to abuse you. Boom. Here's money for a car. Alright? Just throw money at you. Treat you how they want to treat you and just throw money at you. But why men do that is honestly because women just value money. Like I said, they say, oh, looks, height, charm, money. Nothing about respect, loving, integrity, morality. No, nothing about who you are inside. It's all about the superficial shit. I'm sorry, you want these superficial men, you're going to get the problems that come along with it.
I'm in like a walkover in the sense that even after I left the relationship, we didn't like have any sexual relations or anything afterwards, but he still be.
I like that, right? I have a skill at making money, but it's a skill that bores me because it should not be who you are. This is a thing where a lot of women don't understand. You are attracting the men that's all about money. All he care about is money because all he sees that, oh, women only value money. So all I care about is money. So money is about the important thing. Money is that. It's like, again, and that's how men have power because women give it. Men only care about, in general, not all men, but a lot of men only care about money because it's power. It's power in the dating market. And women give that power. Constantly saying, I want a 6-figure man. I want a 6-figure man. Well, okay. All you want this man, all the women want these men, then it will go through a man's head.
Saying some slick shit that was wrong. And honestly, like that's not healthy. So it ended up being like crazy. He started making like real threats at me, and it made me, of course, uncomfortable to be around and uncomfortable for me to allow that to be around my son as well. So we're still working through it. It's a process. It's not overnight. I mean, God working on it.
Okay. So, I asked you about looks. To the man look a certain way. We already did that question.
Yeah, he gotta look. This is my thing about men. They gotta. I used to be like, he gotta look like this, and even tall, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I'll be honest. I want a man that's good with their hands. I have to like at least one thing on your face. If your teeth, your eyes, your eyebrows, something I gotta look at to be able to be like, I can stare at you. You know what I mean? And then the rest of your body, you got to be able to move around because I want more kids. So you don't have to be able to run a mile, but you got to be able to walk at least half a mile without getting out of breath and still be able to do something out there. I don't mind a little belly, but it can't be like you pregnant and I'm pregnant too. Like, we're not doing that, So it's like, but I will say for the right man, I can help him get into shape, but I do believe that what you're presented on the front end, you have to be able to deal with forever.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Now, should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes. Okay. Caveat, I was in a really bad accident in January 2024 of last year. I got hit by a car as a pedestrian in New York City. So I'm not making as much money as I used to make right now because I've still been recovering from the accident. But when I'm on my game, I made well over 6 figures, closer to 7. So I do need my man to be making at least a minimum over 6 figures. Otherwise, like, to
So
me,
what do you mean? Okay.
It's like, here's the thing, where women either want perfect men that good looking, tall, charming, wealthy, and righteous, moral, has integrity, has character, has principle, it's loving father, will be a loving. It's like you wonder why women are still single into their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You wonder why. Because you constantly say, I want perfect. I want perfection. I want rarity. And then here's the thing where you don't understand. A lot of times money can poison people. And money do poison people. So you just said that your ex, your baby daddy, is violent, disrespectful. What does he do? He throws money at you. Guess what? That happens a lot. Men that have money on their brain, men that is like their value is money, money made them, that's it. It's poison like that. So it's like, it's either you want perfection or you ignore bad traits because he has the money.
Are you saying closer to 7? That means so you almost made $1 million.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So what is the when? Because over 6 figures means you want to be a millionaire, or do you want to make more than 100K?
Really, he needs to be making at the bare minimum 150
Okay.
and up. And that's only because if I'm able,
If you can give her more kids, like she said, she wants a big family. You gotta walk half a mile and still be able to go at it. Maybe might not be too old.
I want them to be able to afford the lifestyle that I'm used to. And if you can't take care of me and I'm sick or I'm pregnant or whatever the hell is going on, then what are we doing? Like, and also, I don't think, to me, I hate to say it, but the type of man that's gonna do that, he's gonna be applying himself in a way that he's making that money easily. It's not gonna be something that's struggle or hard for him.
So you want a man that makes 150K, but in an easy way?
Well, however, well, don't be a drug dealer. I already did that, been there, done that. I don't want to do it because I don't want to be on the run from the police. So it has to be legal. Okay. But something you enjoy doing. I'm good at helping men make more money. They just got to start with what they got.
Okay, they're asking me, do you make 150K right now?
Yeah, I've been made that several times over. This year, no, I'm not making that currently because I'm recovering from an accident where I was hit by a car, 13 broken bones in my face, 4 surgeries last year. It was crazy. So, but better believe your girl's coming back.
Okay, so if he made 80K, he shouldn't reach out to you.
This is the thing. If he's in the interim, like he's on his way, I like motion. If he's in motion, then good. Somebody said.
Why are you laughing?
Because I just saw a comment. Somebody just asked me something. They said, am I a stripper? I can strip for my man. Okay. I mean, for the right price. Look, do you need a stripper? No, but I'm not a stripper for my profession unless they hire me as one.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. You did it at the top of the hour, but let's officially do it now.
Okay.
And then I got some pay.
I swear, a lot of women don't understand. You have to think, why did she attract a type of man to be her baby daddy? You can see why. This is a thing where women don't understand. You value superficial shit too much, you are going to attract those types of men. Because honestly, I'm sorry, wealthy men that are easy with money, it doesn't necessarily, I'm not saying all the time, But wealth doesn't necessarily come with morality, doesn't necessarily come with integrity, doesn't necessarily come with good character. Again, there are outliers, but that makes it even rare, even more rare.
Any questions for you?
Okay, sounds good. All right, give me 1 second. I got a little skirt on.
You definitely look small. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you look small. We see you. You had a baby 2 years ago?
Mhm.
You have no stomach.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh. All right. Okay, let's get to these paid questions, girl.
Again, she's petite. I mean, she's not bad looking, but the problem, a lot of times, right? A lot of times, looks isn't the problem with women. Like I said this countless times. Most men are attracted to most women. Even the fat ones, the skinny ones, the pretty ones, the ugly ones, the old ones, the young ones. It don't matter. Men are attracted to most women. Most men are attracted to most women. Men don't have a hard time with finding women attractive. The problem is the personality. The problem is the personality. That's the thing where, honestly, your personality will attract the men that you've been getting. Her personality had attract the baby daddy she got, this abusive man that threw money at her when after he disrespects her, after he abused her. And then you wonder why you get these men.
Let's see. Truth shall prevail. You want the man to be everything that you are, and so how you expect a man to take you seriously when you don't have it all the way together?
Well, my thing is, I think that I definitely like
Whiskey, you're gonna have to download the app. You're gonna have to download the app to get with her.
80% there. I do agree that I'm not like 100% my best self at this moment, but I do know what I bring to the table. I know what kind of woman I am in a relationship. I know that like anyone would be very, 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 very blessed to have me. Like I cook, clean, all of them, fill in the blanks. Like Google me. That's how I felt like. I don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to be that girl, but I'm just saying, like, I got a lot of together. So yeah.
Okay. Carrie said, "You look beautiful." Candace said, "You look beautiful, Carrie."
Thank you. I love Candace. That's my girl, Candace Renee Wright, aka Pimp Fried Rice, one of my besties. She's on that show, Floribama Shore. What's up, girl? She needs to be on this show. You got to put her on this show. She's funny as hell.
Okay, come on,
And
call us up, Candace. Call us up. Denisha said, "You got a lot of female support. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. She's beautiful and has a gorgeous soul."
Really? Seems like she has a. She's not bad looking, but seems like she has a very superficial soul. In my opinion, a very superficial soul, which is fine. I mean, I'm not saying that, but again, the men that you want, in all honesty, it's not going to be necessarily the best. But
Denisha.
I love you. Thank you, Denisha. I appreciate that. That's my girl too.
Oh, these are your real life friends.
They are, and people know me. Like I ride for my friends. I am the biggest supporter you would ever have. Like I'm trustworthy. I'm loyal. I'm there for you. I cook. I take care of my community, and my community, as you can see, they take care of me too. So thank you.
Okay. West Mode 40 said, "So you think dads treat their second child worse than their first child?"
That's not what I meant to say. I think to me that I feel like anybody that's had a kid, when your first child, you're so excited. You buy all these extra things. You like take your time. You do everything by the book. Like you treat that kid like they're that kid because they're the first child. You're so excited for them. You're excited for the second child too. Trust me. Yeah. But it's just a different experience. And I think I want to go through that experience with a man, with it being their first child and seeing their excitement and like just that whole process. I just felt like for me, like
but a man can't share that experience with you. This is a thing where a lot of women don't understand. You want the man to have emotional ties to you. Yet you won't have emotional ties to him. So it's honestly a manipulation technique. How to control a man, how to make a man more attached to you. It's like, just honestly, it sounds manipulative to me. And yeah, Samantha said it. It seems like this is a thing where, I'm sorry, a lot of women are doomed. They are. But I mean, the downfall is that, I mean, the consequences are men are going down with them. So
Unfortunately, my child's father and I moved out of his place when my child was 3 months old. So I didn't get to go through that entire like motherhood experience of having like the mom and dad in the household that I always dreamed of having, that I wanted as a child. So, that's kind of a little backstory of how I feel.
Okay. Q La Q says the men making 150K are not looking for a baby mama that has dated drug dealers. Please keep telling on yourself.
Well, you can say all you want, but trust me, look, they still be in my DM. They be still trying. They be still talking. And
again, it's like, I want women to understand. This. I will never say you won't find a man. I will never. You could be a baby mama. You could have 5, 6, 10 kids. You could be obese. You could be old. You could be ugly. I will never tell women you can't find a man, because men will accept a lot. What I will say is that you probably, balance of probability, very unlikely finding a man that you want. It's not a flex to say, my DMs are full with a bunch of men. Great. Why are you single then? Oh, because I don't want any men. So that's not a flex. Your DM is full of men you don't want. So what? Most women interact with men they don't want. Most women don't have a problem of finding men they don't want. That is not a problem. The problem is you can't find a man that you want. That is a problem. So a true flex is that you get with men you want. That is a flex. That is a flex. You saying, my DMs are full of men. So fucking what? It means nothing. You don't want any of these men. It actually shows that worse, that you can only attract men you don't want.
And I mean, it's not like I don't have candidates. It's just that I'm opening up my array of choices. So, to each his own. If it's not for you,
there you have it. Okay. You got supporters, girl. Taylor T said, Carrie has gone through so much. She was almost killed last year. She's been abused. All her teeth were knocked out, and she still prevails. You were almost killed last year?
And she has fake teeth? What is she bringing all her friends in the show for?
oh yeah, so I can tell you this story. It was so crazy. But basically, January 1st, 2024, it was literally New Year's Day. I was in New York City and I was heading to a party. Just, ring the bell, New York. This guy was drinking and driving. He had 24 people, and I was one of them. A food truck fell on top of me. I literally, when I say I went to heaven, I went to heaven. And by the time, I woke up on a stretcher, and I had 4 surgeries last year. Yeah, teeth fractured. These are new teeth, y'all. I know, crazy. I don't really tell a lot of people that, but yeah, it was wild. I went through a lot. I mean, I consider myself to be very resilient and very blessed, and God saved me for a reason and for a purpose, and I'm here.
No, I mean, absolutely. You look, I would have never known that you did mention you had several surgeries, but you look good. You look good.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have known that a year ago, you went through something as traumatic as that. Well, we're happy you're still alive.
Thank you.
Okay, let me finish the rest of my questions. So when was your last relationship?
I'm trying to think about this. Really, my child's father. I mean, I've been dating people, but nothing like super, super serious. So it's been like 2 years, maybe, or not 2 years, like a year and maybe a year and a half.
Okay.
Well, hearing what she did went with her her baby daddy, I think she likes controlling men. So I think I whiskey. I think you have a chance. You know, you are a pretty well off man, and you know she's into controlling men.
Do you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Oh, I'm scared my mom might watch this, but like
You
a
don't
few.
have to answer.
Yeah, yeah. Not recent. I really, trust me, I've been craving it. I've been like really holding out and just kind of committing myself, but it's tough. It's tough. It's it. I'll be like, why am I doing this to myself? But I'm trying to wait for a relationship, for a ring, because once you give it to a person once, they be hooked for life, and I don't want no more stalkers in my life. So yeah.
So okay. So you are you waiting for marriage?
For the church folks on here, yes, but not really. I feel so
Carrie,
bad.
you are funny.
I know people go watch this. They're gonna be like, Carrie. I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh. I love, I love it so much. It's so good. Like, it's so good. But I also know, like, you know,
I think women do. A lot of women do. Definitely women like this. Women that I find it that women that say they have money requirements, look requirements, the typical women that you see they do like controlling men.
it shouldn't be like, I can't just be giving it to everybody. And I don't do that anyways. Like, I'm really picky. But I know that, like, I'm so picky that then once I get the right, it's hard to be like, "Ugh, let it go." And if it's not gonna work out, then why even give it to them in the first place? So right now, I'm just, I'm holding out. I'm exploring other options, and right, let's just say waiting till marriage, waiting for the right person, all the above.
Okay. What are three flaws you have to work on?
Three flaws. That's a good question. One is
I mean, she has a nice cheery personality. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that I don't say that women will not be able to find men. Of course they do. Of course they will. I'm just saying that they will make it harder. Women make it harder on themselves. I've said this. Dating is and should be easy for women. It should be, and it is. Problem is that it's so easy, women make it harder. I don't know. Maybe it's like a guy who plays a video game on easy mode and it's not challenging. It's not challenging enough. An easy game is not challenging enough, especially for women. Dating is so easy. There's no challenge in it. So I don't know, some crazy mental issue. Women make it more challenging.
sometimes I feel like I overcommit to things and I need to like really reprioritize stuff, but I've been working on that the last few months. Number two, I would say that I used to be Mrs. Fix It, and I would like find like I would be in relationships with incredible men, but then they would have some like deep issues, and I would try to fix them or make them into like what I want, and I don't want to do that. I like really I accept the person for who they are. I want to support you to get better, but I'm not here to be your therapist. I'm not here. Like I want you to be able to talk to me about anything or whatever, but I'm not here to like fix your life. Like therapy, they get a degree for a reason. And then third, uh, what is the third one? I don't know. I'm just maybe my child's father and I, co-parenting ship could be better, and I pray that it's better soon because I value a healthy, parenting for my son. So I would say those are three things that I can work on.
Okay. All right. And why would God be lucky to be with you, Carrie?
Hello.
You could hear her, okay? The type of men she's dated in the past. You can't be surprised that she's dated these type of men. these men that have, mental issues, these men that maybe, um, I don't know, mentally toxic. No surprise there. No surprise.
Oh, I'm Carrie motherfucking Bernays. No I'm playing. But I'm cool as hell. Like we'll have fun, spontaneous, wild trips, memories, moments. I will be your biggest cheerleader, your prayer partner, your supporter, your rock, your advocate. You're gonna go up, 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 up with me, way above the clouds. You won't even be like, who am I? You're gonna look at yourself and be like, dang, I'm the better, best version of myself because of Carrie.
Okay.
And yeah.
Carrie, what's your name on the dating app?
It's under my name, Carrie Bernays. I had just signed up
see it.
like earlier today.
She goes, Carrie on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Search her by name. See.
Yo, Whiskey, go for it if you want it. Tell me how it goes. May if it's successful, you tell me, bro. Fire me to write in a woman. That is amazing. I mean, that's what all men want. A woman's love that inspires a man. A man that would willingly sacrifice everything for her. That's what all men want, or at least majority of men. So, go for it, my brother. Go for it. All right. All right, guys. Good live tonight. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Samantha, thank you for stopping by. It's nice to have a woman, once in a while on the live. It's fun. It's fun. Whoever else, Wyatt, thank you for stopping by. Whiskey, I love you, man. Hope everything will be good for you. Check it out. If you check out the whole, check out the dating app. Tell me what's going to happen. Everyone else, Ivan, thank you, my brother, for stopping by. DW, my brother. Redneck, Locke. Who else? Apocalypse, Ruthless. Thank you guys for stopping by. Sean. Thank you, guys. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. All right, guys. Everyone, all my friends, I love you guys. I love you guys. All right, you guys are amazing. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out my live. Please like the show. Please check out my other videos. Stay tuned for the next live. Later, everyone.